Welcome to another installment of Radio Man's CB Radio Short Stories. This is a true story and the handles have not been changed. It was a cold winter evening, and like every day, I went downstairs to throw a few logs in the wood stove. As I did, I had my trusty CB radio on, tuned to the local channel. Suddenly I heard Fix-It and Lugnut yammering away, well, pretty much about everything under the sun. Deciding it was time for me to chime in, I jumped on the mic, eager to hear from Lugnut, who I hadn't heard from in a while. "Hey, Lugnut, your audio sounds like it's coming from the bottom of a bean can," I said, hoping to break the ice. Lugnut responded in his signature laid-back style. "What can I do? I found this radio in a trash can." "A trash can? What, did the radio come with a side of leftover pizza?" I asked him what kind of radio it was, and he proudly announced, "A Johnson Messenger." Well, that explains a lot. Lugnut fiddled with the knobs and the switches, pounded on it with his fist a few times, but nothing changed. At this point, it was like trying to tune a guitar by smashing it with a hammer. But we made the best of it and continued chatting like a band of merry idiots. But then I noticed something concerning. Lugnut's signal was getting weaker, like a phone on 1% battery. I asked him, "What's going on, Lugnut? Your signal's dropping faster than my hopes of winning the lottery." Lugnut casually replied, "Well, this radio started puffing out smoke like it's trying to cook breakfast, and I'm just trying to keep talking until it dies. Ain't like I got anything left to lose. It came from the trash." I told him he should probably put the fire out before he becomes a full-fledged CB radio fire hazard. But Lugnut wasn't worried. He just kept going on like a true radio cowboy. Until, at the darkest hour of the night, his signal completely vanished. Fix-It and I couldn't hear him anymore. We weren't too concerned, so we signed off wondering if we'd ever hear from him again. I've always loved CB radio for its quirky characters and, well, questionable engineering. It's like the Wild West, but with more static and less gunfire. A week later, I heard Lugnut's familiar voice crackling through the airwaves, and I couldn't resist asking, "What the hell did you do, old boy? Your signal is strapping and loud." Lugnut sounded like he had just discovered fire, replied, "Well, I fixed the smoking issue and did some capacitor replacements to make the audio fat. Now it's got some scrote bag." I was genuinely impressed. "Damn, Lugnut, that Johnson Messenger sounds like you got a Hollywood makeover. You're a real radio magician, you know." He chuckled and said, "That's the thing, man. Anyone can go and buy fancy equipment, but it takes a real pro to make trash sound like treasure." And that, folks, is why I love CB radio, where the signals are as strong as your imagination and the characters. Maybe?